What happens when arrogance meets hidden brilliance? This story will leave you speechless, and remind you never to judge anyone by their uniform. It was a night of luxury, crystal chandeliers sparkled above, and the most powerful businessmen of Asia had gathered for an exclusive dinner. Among them sat Li Wei, a Chinese billionaire known for his sharp business mind, and an even sharper tongue. Beside him sat his daughter, Li Wei, heiress to Wei Industries and one of the richest women in Asia. As music played and laughter filled the air, a young black waiter quietly moved from table to table, dressed in his white shirt and black suspenders. He carried a tray of expensive wine, pouring glasses with grace, though unnoticed by most. One man's eyes were fixed on him, Li Wei. When the waiter approached Li Wei's table, the billionaire leaned back with a smirk. He whispered something in Chinese to his guests, and suddenly the entire table burst into laughter. Li Wei's words dripped with arrogance as he said in Mandarin, "Look at him, he probably doesn't even understand what I'm saying, a servant in our world of kings." The guests chuckled, some even covering their mouths to hide their amusement, but the waiter stood silently, his face calm, his eyes steady. He had heard this kind of mockery before, but tonight he was not going to let it slide. Just as Li Wei raised his glass to toast, the waiter gently placed the bottle on the table and replied, in fluent Mandarin. His words were sharp, clear, and powerful. "Respect is not about wealth or status, sir, it is about how you treat people. Even emperors fall if they forget that truth." The entire room froze. Wine glasses stopped mid-air, forks hovered above plates. The billionaire's eyes widened in disbelief. How could this young waiter, someone he thought beneath him, speak his language so perfectly? Gasps filled the hall. Some guests leaned closer, whispering, "Did you hear that? He speaks Mandarin better than us." Li Wei's daughter, Li Wei, looked at the waiter with admiration, a small smile forming on her lips. For the first time that night, the billionaire had no words. Trying to recover his pride, Li Wei forced a laugh, but the confidence was gone from his face. The room's attention had shifted. People were no longer laughing at the waiter, they were looking up to him. As the banquet continued, Li Wei lowered his head slightly and muttered, "Impressive, very impressive." The waiter gave a respectful nod and walked away with quiet dignity, leaving the guests stunned. That night, everyone learned a powerful truth. Money can buy luxury, but it cannot buy respect, and sometimes, the one you mock may be the one who teaches you the biggest lesson of your life. Never underestimate anyone, because true greatness often hides where you least expect it. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful stories.